Welcome to another edition of the Stack Supplement Podcast Interview Edition. And here today, I have the man behind one of the biggest new brands in the world of sports nutrition supplements, Emir from Infinis Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, Infinis Nutrition only launched about, I think, 6 months ago, 7 months, 8 months, not end of
Yeah,
last year,
less than
right?
6 months. Yeah, December, end of
So,
November
has it
on
been
Black
around
Friday.
long? Yeah. So, I mean, I'll just ask because usually if it's a brand that's been around for a while, I won't ask too much, but where did you start? Because obviously you didn't just wake up one morning and think, "Gonna make supplements." Were you a trainer? Were you a bodybuilder? Were you in this sport and just thought, "I'm going to do this"? How did the concept of Infinus and getting into supplements come about?
Well, when I first moved to United States to study in college, I was really into bodybuilding and etc. That fitness lifestyle, and around 2011. So that's when my journey started with bodybuilding, fitness, wellness, and supplements. And I got so much into it that it became my life. I was studying mechanical engineering during that time, but bodybuilding, fitness, and all supplements became my life. So, as we progress in like bodybuilding, fitness, lifestyle, as I graduated, etc., I get more in depth in health, nutrition, other stuff, tracking my health markers, knowing what to take a supplement for my health, for my workout, and etc. And eventually it ended up as a supplement brand. Also, as a family, we're extremely big on health. And I'm extremely big on tracking my health, getting blood works done every 3 months, MRIs done every 6 months, all ultrasounds done. So I'm extremely big on health. I know how to track my health, how to read blood works, and how to make my health better while also doing bodybuilding and etc.
Oh, okay. And then, so this was sort of, I guess, a typical path, you might say, of bodybuilding, health, wellness, fitness. And then you just thought,
Exactly.
was this based on what you, because you came in, like, if you launched around 2010, 15, kind of makes sense, but you've come around at quite possibly the busiest time in the history of supplements. Did you see
Yeah,
an
well,
area where you could stand out? Was this sort of what drove you? Like, I think this
well,
could be done this way.
it's life. It happened that time, because during pandemic there was extremely big, everyone was extremely big on health and etc. And during pandemic we had like a family health problem, etc., which eventually led to this, launching my own brand and trying to bring the best products in each category. We're not just launching products; we just launch products in that category. If we can make a difference in that category, that's the vision, right now.
Oh, okay. So, oh, interesting. And so you launched two products to start. It was Super Greens and Ultra Pre-Workout.
Exactly.
Sorry, Ultra Greens and then Ultra
Yeah.
Pre-Workout. And I mean, I say this a lot. When a brand comes in, the first supplement, generally a pre-workout is a good gauge on what you're going to get. Now, you didn't just do your typical $30, $40 pre-workout, far from it.
Mhm.
This thing was one of the most stacked start pre-workouts I've ever seen. And by that, I mean, I don't think I can recall someone who's new to the industry that has put what you put into a pre-workout. Like sometimes brands graduate to this level. You kind of came out of the gate like this, and obviously the price is at a premium. Did it cross your mind to maybe start with something smaller? Or were you just like, hey, if the
No,
market doesn't accept this, eat shit?
no, exactly. We had our
Okay.
vision. Exactly. Like we had our vision. We know what we're bringing to the market. So we just went with our vision and with our goal. Because we have a specific vision. To bring that, to combine that classic sports and nutrition products with that premium health products. So we want to be a brand that's premium, but also you know in a good price point that everyone can benefit from. We don't want to sell a product for 100 bucks. And you
Yeah.
can be sure that we're one of the brands that gets the lowest margin in the business. We're trying to bring all the products to the market that we have vision, and we want everyone to benefit from those. And we had a vision. We want to bring a lot of pre-workout, a lot of greens product to start with. And why did we bring a pre-workout and greens? Because we wanted to let everyone know that we're not just a bodybuilding brand. We're also going to bring a health and that health aspect as well. So we launched with two products,
Uh,
one on that health side and one on the sports nutrition side. Because greens are extremely big on health side, and pre-workouts are extremely big on that sports nutrition side. We want to get we want to give that idea to our customer, our audience, and everyone in the sports nutrition market.
so you wanted to sort of set the tone to say like, hey, we're not
Exactly.
just about pre-workouts. Greens was more of like a stepping stone for you to say, hey, we're also going outside of the gym benefits and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Because our goal
Interesting.
is not to be just a bodybuilding brand or just male focused brand. We wanna have female audience as well. That's our goal.
And so, I mean, this year you've sort of blown the lid off of everything and taken the two and gone to what is now nine. Uh, you had brain, you had nootropic, you had ultra pump. I'm trying to do this from memory. Muscle builder,
You
test
could.
booster. I'm missing hydration. I'm missing
And
one. Um,
Carl.
there you go. There you go. I was close,
Yeah,
but
see
it
clearly.
it's kind of what you said. It's an extension of pretty much half and half. You've got
Yeah,
a good amount of them are sports nutrition, and a good amount of them are for more health and wellness, like calm and hydration. And then on the other side, you've got test booster, muscle builder, these core categories. And I imagine like you've kind of rolled these five, six, seven pretty quickly. They've all come week after week almost. And usually when a brand does this, it's one of two things: they either have a lot in the works, or they're kind of just getting everything on as fast as they can. Is there more to come after this seven, or is this sort of like
there is more to come, more in production right now.
okay, so there is a lot more.
After we launched our pre-workout and ultra gains, we got so many great feedbacks and attention and demand. So after that, we gave like 2 months, an extra 2 3 months off to really focus on what can we bring on 2024. So during that, the first 2 3 months of 2024, we really focused on what can we bring to the table, and really formulating new products, speaking with suppliers, speaking with manufacturers, and trying to bring the best possible product in each category. Basically, that's our goal. If we can make a difference in a category, in a category, we're gonna launch a product. If we can't, no. That's why like everyone is asking for protein powders. That's the question. We will see.
Protein bar is a tough one, man. And people
It
ask me
is
this, I every now and then people come up and say, "Hey, I've got a game-changing protein powder," and usually it's the hardest category to make people want to spend more money on
exactly.
something that's more valuable. Like if you add an ingredient that helps with muscle building, even myself, I would be more interested in paying for a bit of flavor than I would be paying for
Exactly.
something that's
But
going to
yeah,
help benefit me.
right now,
I think it's mostly
that's
because
what
it's the
consumer want. Yeah, that's what
yeah,
consumer wants. The most flavorful protein, like around 120, 130 calories range. At 30 servings, and the cheapest
yeah.
one. That makes sense. So I can understand. So we're working on it. Eventually, we will bring a protein to the market because there's big demand for it. But we need to bring our own Infinis twist. Otherwise, we're not.
Infinite
You
style.
know. Yeah.
Is there so all each of the categories that you've come into seem pretty stackable, I would say. But I was curious because obviously today, Monday, Ultra Pump was revealed. I ha- I I have to ask because Test Booster, Muscle Builder, very versatile, stackable for one
Yeah.
another. Calm and hydration as well. Ultra Pump doesn't seem like it's meant to be stacked with Ultra Pre-workout.
Yeah, it's loaded, but well, we're launching that with nootropic, so you can
Yeah.
stack that with your nootropic powder,
Oh,
with
okay,
our
okay,
nootropic
okay.
powder, because our ultra pump already has like 500 milligrams of cognizin and 300 milligrams of geniusprin and other like tyrosine and etc. So all
It's got the
focus
10
ingredients are
citrulline as well.
yeah, and like you have the focus ingredients in ultra pump as well. But if you stack that with the nootropic, it's gonna be like ultra nootropic, and also the
Is
crazy
it
pump
so?
ingredients in it.
Is this the first one? Because, like I said, all of them seem to be you could buy all of them and utilize them all
Hmm.
together. But it seems like Ultra Pre Workout and Ultra Pump might be the first time that they kind of have a bit too much crossover. unless again you wanted 18 grams of citrulline. I thought
Exactly.
might be a
No, you
bit.
can. Yeah, you can do half scoops. Half scoop as well.
Oh, okay, that's a good
You
point.
can you can do half scoop ultra pre workout. You can do half scoop ultra pump. So you get like nitrates, you get nitrogen, you get a high amount of citrulline.
Okay,
You get nearly like 750 milligrams of you know choline and etc. Some stem from ultra pre workout and etc. Small stem, small caffeine from ultra pre workout. You can mix and match.
interesting. Okay, so there is a stackability there because I
Of
again
course.
my limit on citrulline is like 15 is usually when I end up having to go to the bathroom a bit. Like
Yeah. But
it's not the best.
we never imagine stacking a scoop of ultra pump and stack a scoop of
Oh, okay,
ultra
so
pre
it's more
workout.
half.
Yeah, half
Oh,
off.
okay.
Half off, or you're stacking with nootropic.
Is there any categories? Obviously, I think you've hit some of the biggest ones there are with Test Booster, Pump.
Hmm.
I honestly thought the hydration product was quite possibly the most comprehensive and advanced that I'd seen
It is
for
probably, yeah,
at all. It is like you
yeah,
cover all the bases and then some. And most importantly, it's 30 servings at $35, which is insane
yeah,
for what you get in that thing.
exactly.
Um, have there been categories that you've sort of like, hey, we want to do this one, but then you stopped because you were like, I can't, like this is too difficult right now, or this is like maybe we'll save this for later. Maybe we need to think of a different angle. Is there something that you haven't put out but you wanted to already?
No, there's no difficult for us. We're trying to do our best to bring to hit every category, and we have so many different things coming in the pipeline. You're going to see different categories that none of the sports nutrition brands even hit. We have a bunch of health products coming. We have different kind of health products coming. We have new pre workouts coming, and etc. There's so many things that are coming. Yeah, like we have like 12 products in production right now, just right now.
Oh wow! And is the because again they're all very similarly priced, except I still feel like hydration is incredible for its price, but
Hmm.
all of the others around $50-$60. Is
Yeah,
there a consideration to do something because most brands will have a core price point, $40 to $50, maybe 30 to 40, and then they'll do something that's a little bit extra, then they'll do something that's a little bit more cost effective. Is that something you're willing to explore, or are you just going to stick straight to that premium price point around the $60 mark? Like would we see a $30 Infinis pre or maybe a $100 Infinis pre, or is this sort of where it's going
yeah.
to stand?
I don't think you will see $100 Infinix Pre because there won't be that demand for that.
Yeah.
But probably you're going to see a high valued product coming soon.
Oh, okay, so more, yeah.
Coming soon, probably on the more on the health side, and there will be a low cost. More like what they call in this era. Essential or like daily driver pre workout coming, but also with an infinite twist. So if you're gonna buy a regular essential in the market, and it's going to be same price as those, but it's going to be more stacked basically. We're going to bring our own twist.
What has the because I know obviously you sell incredibly well direct straight to consumer, but what has the reception been with wholesale? Because I know I've seen it in stores, I've seen some brands pick it up, and then it's now in Australia, which I thought was
Yeah,
incredibly cool to see. But you were saying like your goal is to bring the highest quality product at a margin or whatever possible to make it reasonable for consumers. When you
exactly.
start going into retail distribution, especially international, that shit gets extremely difficult. Like, how has that been managed for you? Like, has there been like, are there some markets you just can't possibly swing it, or are you trying to, do what you need to do to be in these places?
We're trying to do what we need to do be in those places. We we're in a couple of different places in the world, and we're trying to get we're in Singapore, we know Australia, as you know, and like we're trying to do our best to get into those markets as well. We're trying to get into the Europe, UK market. We're speaking with a couple of big distributors from there that they reached out, and if they reach out, we speak. Otherwise, we don't reach out personally. Because we want them to reach out that to see if they want our products, if there's demand or not. Also on the US side, yeah, we're starting getting the wholesale side as well. A couple of couple of retailers, small mom and pop that have good social media appearance, good sales, good that pushes good volume to each shop, and we entered to one of them a couple of weeks ago, and we're planning to enter a couple of more in the upcoming weeks.
Nice. And so has that been sort of, was there this is the new products been a reflection of that? So I think so like obviously at the two to start and it would have got a lot of attention, but has the expansion of categories brought more retail attention, or is it sort of just, just helped expand what you're already into it? Has it been like an increase in attention from the massive
Of
amount
course,
of innovation you
of
brought?
course, of course. That's probably the main reason, because you're increasing your product range, so you have more products to offer to the consumer, and also the wholesale, the retailers as well. So it gets more attention. Also, the
Yeah.
formulations we do, the innovation we bring, the good quality products that we bring, and etc. It's all builds up, and eventually we're here.
And I guess the one question I have to ask, and I feel like it's a bit difficult judging now, but I'm gathering the ultra pre-workout is the biggest seller. Like if you're gauging direct to consumer, has that been the biggest hit for you guys, or has something surprised you? Like greens maybe outselling it, calm's already looking really good.
Well, I'll be honest, Ultra Pre-Workout started really strong, and it's selling pretty good as well, Ultra Pre-Workout. But after we launched Brain, Calm, and those that health started, like the start of health line, we really see that there is a big demand for good quality health products in the market,
Yeah,
because they're they're really going quick. They are really going quick, and there is, we just launched a month ago, and there's like, third or fourth third or fourth time customer ordering Calm, third time ordering Brain, and etc. There's a bunch of returning customers, and everyone is literally loving that Brain product and that Calm product. We're extremely proud of it. Of course, test booster, muscle builder, that stack sells good. That's the big thing. Hydration sells really good as well. So all of them are selling, really good. That's the part we're really happy of. None of the products are behind. Everything is going, in the same order, which we like, which we imagined and dreamed of.
do you find that people are coming back for like individual items, or are they grabbing like a variety? Like if I grab brain, I might grab
They do.
so
Yeah,
calm
yeah,
and nootropic.
exactly. They do. They do. They do.
Oh,
They buy a couple of
interesting.
products. They stack the products. Yeah.
Very interesting. And I mean, I guess the last little question I got to touch on is the formats. And obviously, I think you've hit all of the key supplement categories. I still think there's like multivitamin left. And I think you alluded to like a cost effective pre workout, um, general health and wellness, like cardiovascular organ health as well. I think are key components. But
Yeah.
the big
They will be
rise
coming.
in, yeah, I assumed they were. Like when you were saying you still have more, I was like, he's going to hit, kidney health and joint support and intra workout. Maybe I imagine those things are still coming. But one of the big things we've seen these days, last couple years or so, has been this rise in functional foods, protein snacks, and beverage. And I know that beverage specifically is a ridiculously high-powered thing to get into. Mostly minimums is tough. Distribution is incredibly tough. Is that something you're exploring or even thinking about, or is it still like, hey, we want to get supplements out? Because you seem to have very strong control over like the biohacking, the general health people that may not be into sports nutrition. But is that something you're thinking about, or is it following the trends of the market more recently?
Uh, no, we're not taking on like beverage right now, because it's like, that it's the still, if we can make a difference, we will think about it, because on that beverage part, you say like distribution is hard. Also, the price point is hard. If you add some ingredients,
Yeah.
the price goes up, and etc. So it's like, that basic, that protein discussion we had previously. But functional food, yeah, functional, we have an idea that we want to bring out to the market, that we have been working on a
Oh,
couple of
okay.
months. Yeah, I don't know if when it's going to come, because that's a unique product that we're
Yes.
trying to bring. So it's not going to be like basically a protein bar or some like cookie something. So it will need some time, a long time on the R&D, a long time on the R&D. Eventually, we're hoping to bring that by end of this year, but you never know. You never know on the production side, on the manufacturing side, what's going on. Maybe before, maybe even later, etc. But also, yeah, like you said, well, I'm personally extremely big on health and etc. And
Yeah.
so we will have like the classic health line, with like kidneys and etc. Also, but we're starting to tap into that biohacking market as well,
Yeah. Sounds
and
like
we
it.
have and we have specifically two products that are formulated for that, and right now in production, and probably is going to launch on, let's say, April. No, April. We're about past May, April, May. Let's say, yeah, we did May. I'm still in April when, probably on end of June. Yeah.
Interesting. So it's a I mean, you are obviously the formulator behind a lot of these. You
Mhm.
basically sounds like you're the one who's constructed a lot of the ones to meet the demand. Is there I know it's going to be like who's your favorite child type thing, and that's not something you could answer, but of the lot, do you have a favorite one or two that you were just so proud of that you could actually bring to market? Again, I know it's, pick your favorite son or daughter, whatever. But is there one that you were
So
just like, man, it's cool to have this?
it's a really tough question. It's that child question, because the thing is, I have been spending so much time on each product.
Yeah.
So much time, even in my dreams. So it's not like, formulating the product and just getting to market. Getting each ingredient from the supplier, trying separately, stacking them together, then working on the R&D, flavor, and etc. etc. But all of the products that we're going to come in our health line, starting from brain, calm, etc., I'm really extremely proud of, and that I will always be really proud of, because there's so many things you can do on the health line, so many different ingredients, new upcoming ingredients, so many different combinations and etc. So many pathways to hit your goal and etc. It's not like, creating a pre-workout or like an intra workout or like a protein. There is so many things to play that I really enjoy and I'm a big fan of. So let's say all the health products that are upcoming are,
Yeah.
but right
Gotta
now I'm really proud of our brain and calm. They're good formulations. You can see the difference when
yeah.
you're using them and etc. So those two are my favorite right now. Let's say for right now.
To be honest, brain, calm, and nootropic are typically 3 products that you would get usually in one with,
Yeah,
like, a fraction of the ingredients. Usually, they rope
yeah,
those together, especially brain and nootropic. Calm, like a stress reduction is usually intertwined with a test booster or a hormone health thing. So having those 3, I don't know of another brand that has, like, that level of supplement for stress, focus, and brain health. It's like you
yeah.
just don't
But
really
I
get
am
that.
I yeah, but I'm extremely big on stress. I'm extremely big on stress because I believe that stress is the worst thing in the world, and it brings all the sickness together, all the illness, all the that bad illness comes with stress. So, and you can't talk about happiness without talking about stress. That's my main logic. And you need to be able to control your stress levels, to be happy, to be healthy, to perform your best. And it's like
Yeah.
stress is everything. Stress will kill you. Stress will kill you
Silent
faster
killer.
than everything in the world. Exactly. And I have seen that personally from my family, how stress can affect you, how stress can literally kill you. So I'm extremely big on that. And I'm going to be honest with you. Uh, all the products we launch, using all of them, and I don't bring any products to the market that I won't use or I don't stand behind, you know. And all the products, our upcoming products, are going to be the same.
I can imagine that it's kind of like, again, I think when you see a calm, a brain, a nootropic, when you see those 3 spread out, and I say this a lot with whenever someone does like a high price premium supplement, it gives a brand the ability to put focus on something that no one necessarily would. If you did a $30 test booster, it's got to hit few areas that people know. But when if it's 60, you can start making it different. You've gone
Exactly.
these premium supplements for stress, for brain health, for focus and cognition. Like you've done these three, and I think it's a good reflection on the how deep you go and how much, I guess, whether or not, and you're a new brand, so it's not like you're doing this based on success that you saw last year. This is based purely on what you want the market to accept. So I think it's really cool, and you can actually see that, I think, with the fact that you did a greens and a pre-workout. Usually people, again, just do pre. Usually they just do one focus supplement. So I think your passion and interest in each of these things is definitely reflected in each of them. And it's good to see that it's finding success, I think. And it's ridiculous that it's still only 8 months old, like 9 months, 7 months old. It's crazy that it's only been around
Yeah.
for that long, and you've expanded this much, and again hit international markets, which is arguably one of the hardest things to do, uh,
It is.
to
Yeah.
communicate your message.
And with the price point and etc., and you don't have,
I mean, the
you
price
don't have,
points are it's a whole nother
yeah.
problem.
Also, it's sort of a totally different market, totally different audience. Everything is totally
Culture.
different. Yeah, culture, totally different culture, which is very big. On the flavor point as well. On what they expect as well. So it's basically like that. But I think we're in a good journey right now, and our main goal is, like I said, to have a positive impact in people's life, and I believe that we're on that route right now. We're on the correct journey to get where we want to be, basically, to impact everyone in the world with our premium products, with our good formulated products, and that's our goal. All of our upcoming products are going to be in similar fashion as the previous ones.
No, I mean, I think like I said, I think you communicated your message far more than most people are able to in this kind of conversation. So I appreciate you taking the time and answering the questions,
Always,
regardless
always.
of whether they're easy or hard. You
Yeah,
did them all.
always.
So
And
thank you
yeah,
for coming in and chatting.
thank you for having me as well. And also, I appreciate you as well, what you do for the supplement industry, and everyone in this industry. So, as as a representative of all of the brands and etc., we really appreciate your work, man. So thank you for you as well. Your work, what you put in, your passion, and everything.
No, thank you.